Welcome back to Thwarted, a game of Super-Villainy. In the previous video we showed just general overview of the game and how it works and went over the different card types and the different color types. This video we'll go ahead and go over a quick game setup and then resolve a turn. So basically you're going to have your two different decks, which are represented by the orange back and the blue back. The blue back is the hero deck. The orange back is the villain deck. These are the cards that you're going to draw from on your turn in order to wreak havoc on the city and take down its superheroes. Heroes are going to continue to come out of the blue deck as they're defeated, or at the end of a round, a hero will go out on a patrol and a new hero will replace one of the heroes out on the field, and turn will continue clockwise until either this deck runs out or all the heroes in this deck are defeated. The last card type here is the patrol marker. We'll go over that a little bit later. Let's go ahead and go over a quick setup of a game. So depending on how many players you have, you want to shuffle the hero deck, and based on the amount of players you want to set up basically the city spaces. So there's going to be one hero on patrol for each player, each villain in the game. So we'll just go ahead and set up for a 3-player game, so there will be 3 city spots being patrolled by the heroes of the city. Each player is going to be given 5 cards. I did shuffle the deck already, so we'll just go ahead and we'll just deal out 3 different hands. We'll put one here, and we'll go ahead and resolve a turn so you can see how the game plays. So we'll just leave that hand stacked up there, this hand stacked up over here, and player 1 will be here. Player 1 will start with a patrol marker, and basically what this says is at the end of your next turn, a hero goes out on patrol in the city. The second text is if another villain defeats a hero, pass the patrol marker to them. So basically what this is, this marks when the last hero went out on patrol. So if this if we get all the way back around to player 1, and at the end of player 1's turn, if no one has defeated a villain or a hero, the Madcap Mercenary here will go back to the hero HQ and take some of the villain's power with him, and the hero HQ will basically spawn a new hero. A new hero will go out on patrol, and these guys will slide over. As heroes are defeated, this play marker will pass around to signify who was the last to triumph over a hero, and then the hero will go out on patrol at the end of whoever has this card's turn. So we'll just start with player 1. We'll go ahead and take a look at the cards we have here. On your turn you will draw a card, and then you have the ability to play any of your actions. Blocks and thwarts, again, are only played in response to a particular thing that happens. So you can only play a thwart to cancel someone else's attack action, and you can only play a block when someone else attacks. So these cannot be played on your turn unless someone stops you with a thwart, and then you can respond. So I'm going to go ahead and just to show how an attack works. I am going to, well, first I'm going to go ahead and play an action. I'm going to go ahead and play an ice barrier. What this does is basically puts up a wall in front of me that stops me from being attacked by any other player actions. I cannot be targeted. So this would be a good time for someone else to possibly respond with a thwart and try to stop this from happening. We'll just go ahead and continue on as if they had no thwarts. So I'm protected. No one can interrupt my play from here on out, and this stays in play until the next turn. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go for some big points right at the beginning. Actually, no, I'm just going to go ahead and go after Crossbolt. So I'm going to choose these 3 cards because I want to hold on to my Thwart and my blocks. I'm going to go ahead and announce I'm going to attack Crossbolt. I'm going to use this combination of Ice, Atomic Energy, and Space-Time. She is not immune. She has no rules, special rules text to follow. So she is instantly defeated. As soon as we find out she's defeated, let's take a look at her rules text, or her superpower effect. Superpower says, steal a random card from a target villain. So basically, this goes over here into my containment area. I now have her until the end of the game unless someone is able to somehow remove her from my containment area. She says I get to steal a random card from a target villain. I'll just take this guy's card. It goes into my hand. These cards go into the discard pile. My turn is now over. I'm going to go ahead and draw a card for the end of turn as well. And then I'm going to shift these guys down and a new hero is going to go out on patrol. And that's the basic turn. That will continue around clockwise. He will take his turn, then this player will take their turn. They're always going to draw 1 card at the beginning, play an action, or make an attack. They can do both. They can do neither. They can do them in any order. So they can attack first and then play an action. They can choose to do nothing and just draw their extra card and continue on with their turn. Play continues clockwise, I said, until this deck runs out, or all the heroes in this are defeated or removed from the game. That is basically a turn. And let's just go ahead and see, to show how the patrol marker works. We'll go ahead and take a look at player 2's hand. He's also going to go ahead and throw down an ice barrier just to protect himself. And he's going to go ahead, and since there's a 4-pointer and she says she's going to have to discard all remaining cards in hand, this is probably a good time to play this. He's protected. He's got exactly 4 cards. He's not going to lose anything. So we're going to go ahead and attack the Themysciran Miss. No one can do anything because he is protected. So again, he defeats the Themysciran Miss, completes the hero effect, which is discard all remaining cards in your hand. There are no cards remaining. This goes into his containment area. These cards are tossed into the discard pile. He draws a new card to end his turn. The patrol marker now passes to player 2 because it says if another villain defeats a hero, pass this patrol marker to them. So the patrol marker is going to come over here to player 2. It's the end of his turn, and a new hero is now going to go out on patrol. So as the game progresses, heroes are going to continue to cycle in and out. This patrol marker is going to continue to pass around, and at the end of the game, we'll total up how many victory points are in each player's total, or how many victory points each player totals up, and that will determine the greatest supervillain of all time. We'll go over some more gameplay, particular rules in a future video. If you have any questions, let me know.